everybody. Sylvia's in the kitchen again. This time I'm going to share with you how I make pot stickers. Some of you know what pot stickers are. Of course, they're those Asian, they're like little dumplings that you're going to steam on your frying pan, and I'm going to show you how to make a nice filling for it, and I'll show you the process. So for our pot stickers, we don't need a whole lot. We're going to make it with chicken. I went ahead and cooked. This is one breast of chicken that I boiled and then shredded. I didn't put any salt or anything, but I just let it get soft. You can use fresh chicken and just cut it up. You don't have to cook it ahead of time because you're going to steam it anyway. But sometimes if you have leftover chicken from the night before, you can use that too. So this is about a cup of shredded chicken. About this is like half a bell pepper chopped, a green one, and I also chopped a red one, a real red bell pepper. I've got a little bit of onion. This is like a quarter cup of chopped onion. I've got a little parsley. I've got about 2 stalks of spring onions and cabbage. You can choose whatever cabbage you like. You can just use a regular cabbage. I like to use the Napa cabbage, which is the Asian cabbage. It's very mild and goes good with a lot of Asian foods. We also want to have a clove of garlic chopped and about a tablespoon of grated ginger or chopped ginger. So with these we're going to use for our seasoning, of course, a little salt, a little pepper. I have sesame oil. You don't have to use sesame oil if you don't have it. And I'm also going to show you how to make the dipping sauce that goes great with these pot stickers. So first things first, for the dipping sauce, it's over here. And all we need for the dipping sauce is about a cup of orange juice. If you don't have orange juice, that's okay. You could just use water. The orange juice gives it a nice tangy flavor. So if you've got about a cup of orange juice or even a little lemon juice, that would work too. So you want to put about a cup of orange juice in a container, a pot like this. To that, you're going to add about a quarter cup of sugar. You could use brown sugar, you can use white sugar, that's up to you. You also want to add to the dipping sauce about a quarter cup of soy sauce. So if you don't like soy sauce too much, you don't have to put that much, but this will give you a really nice tangy flavor. It has salts and everything, so you don't even need to add salt to that. Now, to this, I also add about a tablespoon of ketchup. So just squeeze out a nice little portion of ketchup there and mix that up. So for the dipping sauce, in order to give it a little more flavor, I do want to add just a little bit of this garlic that I chopped, just a little, and a little bit of the ginger. So just put that there. The rest we're going to use it for the filling. So what we want to do here is you want to get this to a nice simmer, low to medium heat, not too high, because remember this is sugar. Just mix that up, and then as it starts to boil, it's going to start to thicken up because of the sugar. The orange juice too has a little bit of sugar there, so you just want to simmer this. Keep an eye on it that it doesn't dry out and burn away, but just kind of keep it on a low to medium fire. So while we're preparing our filling, this is going to be cooking away. Okay, so leave that there for now, and let me show you what to do with our filling. Like I said, you're just going to need to chop up your cabbage just in little chunks like this. You don't need to be perfect. This is a filling, so it's going to be stuffed in the wrappers for the pot stickers. So like I said, you can use your favorite cabbage, just regular cabbage. You can use this Asian Napa cabbage. And like I said, this is about a cup, maybe a cup and a half of the cabbage. Now for this filling, you're probably going to make about, I would say maybe 25 to 30 pot stickers for all of this filling. So what we need to do here is very simple. We just want to combine all these ingredients. So put your cabbage in a nice bowl, a larger bowl. Add your chicken. Like I said, you can also use raw chicken because you're going to steam them anyway. But if you happen to have leftover chicken, you can also use sausage. Pork sausage works nicely, or even ground turkey. So here we go. We're going to add our bell pepper. Like I said, this is about half a cup or so. This one has a little bit more. This was a little bit bigger bell pepper. I think altogether it was like half a pepper that I had that I just chopped up. So put that in there. We've got the onion chopped up also. Now the spring onions, I'm going to put that in just a minute, but I want to get these started. So here we go. We've got a little parsley. And we have that garlic and ginger that I chopped earlier. So I also added that to the sauce. It's going to give it a really nice flavor. So here we go. We want to get these all incorporated in here. Just mix them all up. You can add your spring onions. And just bring that all together. If you like, you could even shred a small little carrot and shred it with a shredder and just add a little carrot to that if you like. You don't have to. Now these pot stickers, you can also make them meatless. So for those vegetarians out there, that also works. Now for seasoning, I don't put too much seasoning because the sauce has seasoning, but I do want to add a little flavor to that chicken. So I've got about, I would say, in this case, I would put about 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm watching my salt, so I'm going to put a little less. You can add a little more. It's your choice. Same thing with a little more garlic powder. If you didn't have enough garlic, fresh garlic, you can always use garlic powder. So just drizzle a little there. For those of you who want to add a little black pepper, you can do that too, or even the red peppercorns. So you can add those too if you want to spice it up a bit. I have sesame oil. You don't have to add it. I like to drizzle a little. This has a really nice Asian savory sauce. So this is about maybe 1/4 teaspoon or so. And just bring that all together. This is really simple. Okay, so there we go. We've got seasoned our pot sticker filling. Like I said, you can put any kind of meat filling you like. You can use shredded pork or pork sausage or even Italian sausage. Okay, now I'm going to show you really quick how to put these together as far as using your wontons for your pot stickers. You want to get a little water with your fingers and dab the edges like this. We're going to fill this with probably, I would say about a spoonful. If it feels like too much, because these are small, you can just minimize that. And just bring that over like this. Pinch the edges with a little water. That's going to help seal your edges. And then because these are pot stickers, I usually like to pinch them again, just like that, to close them up. Sometimes they don't close right away, but once the water gets them moist, they'll hold their shape. So here we go. There's one of our pot stickers. I'll show you how to do it again. Like I said, this is really simple. Once you've got your meat filling, just got to get it all seasoned and squared away. Oh, forgot to wet my wonton. It's not too late. Like I said, sometimes it's a little too full. Grab your corners, tuck that in, grab the next one, and just pinch it, give it a little tug, push it in. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, once they get a little moist, they'll start to hold their shape better. So there we go. Do another one. Just wet the edges. Grab a little meat. Like I said, this looks like doesn't look like a whole lot of filling, but this actually makes at least 30, maybe even more pot stickers. A package of wontons usually come with about 40 wonton wrappers. So you just want to do it like that. So there you go. Just pinch the edges, crimp them like that. Usually I like to give them a little shape, and then just lay them down. Okay? Now, look at how my sauce is starting to boil up here. So this is what you want. You want it to come to a nice little boil, and keep an eye on it and just let it simmer away. By the time this condenses down to about half that portion, it'll start to get thicker. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap some more hot stickers. Make some more of these, and then I'm going to show you how to cook them. Okay? Okay, I was able to make about 32 hot stickers, and I did have a little bit left over, so if you ever run out of wrappers, you can use your leftover meats and filling by making egg fouillon. And all you need to do with this is probably beat 1 egg. This is just a little bit, so 1 egg is enough. Beat it in there, and then cook it on a frying pan with a little oil and make your own egg fouillon. I do have a recipe on my website that shows you how to make egg fouillon. So you could do that with your leftover filling, or you can make more wontons. Pot stickers. Now, if you don't want to cook all of these at one time, you can freeze them. Wrap them in some wax paper or foil, put them in the freezer, and they'll last for about a week, and you'll have wontons for next week. Pot stickers. I'm going to show you how to cook them, and really all you need is a frying pan. Get your fire about low to medium heat. You do need a cover. If you don't have a cover to your pan, you can cover it with foil just to help create some steam while they're cooking. Now, as you can see that my sauce has cooked down. Most of that liquid is already about half evaporated, so now you can see that it's thickening. You can go ahead and turn that off, let that cool a little bit, and you can use that as your dipping sauce for your pot stickers. So here we go. On your frying pan, as it's heating up, just drizzle a little oil, get it around. They don't take too long to cook either. They take maybe between 5 to 8 minutes. Now, if you're using raw chicken or raw pork, you will need to cook them a little bit longer because the meat is not cooked, so you want to steam them for a good time. But if you've already used just pre-cooked chicken or pre-cooked meat, then you just want to get them a little crispy, and you don't need to steam them as long. So what you want to do with your pot stickers is just lay some of them down like this on that little bit of oil. You don't need a whole lot of oil. And what we're going to do here is we want them to get a little crispy on that one end. You can already hear them crisping up there. That's why they're called pot stickers, because they stick to your pan a little bit. So just lay them down, lay a couple of them down. They pop open a little bit, just give them a little squeeze. There you go. Just put them in here like this. As many as you can put. Not too many, don't make it too crowded, but you do want to have enough in there to get you started. So you can hear them getting a little crispy. Go ahead and cover them. You do want to keep an eye on the fire. You don't want it to be too hot. So what we're going to do here is we're going to let them crisp up. So I'm going to give them about a minute or two, and then I'll show you how we're going to turn them over. Okay, so I let them grill just a little bit, maybe about 2 minutes. Now we can turn them over. You see how nice and crispy they are there? Just carefully grab your tongs and just turn them over. Give them a quick little turn. Okay. Sometimes they stick a little, but that's okay. They'll loosen up. Give them a little turn. You're afraid if they break, it'll be good. There you go. Now cover them again. But This time you want to lower your fire just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little, because you don't want them to burn, but you want them to start building a little steam. So there you go. Just a little fire. Cover them up. And then if you feel you're not getting enough steam, you just grab a little bit of water and cover them up. Just a few drops. Okay? Leave them there for about 2 minutes to 3 minutes and they should be ready. Okay? Okay, our pot stickers have been cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes. You could tell that they've gotten nice steam there. All I did was drizzle a little water and that's the residue of that steam. So now our pot stickers are pretty much ready. So all you need to do is just give them a little tug. And use your kitchen tongs to help you, or chopsticks. Some people can use a chopstick or a fork, something to help you loosen them up. And these have been steaming all together for about 5 minutes or so. So now you can bring them to your plate. You can leave them on a large platter or a serving plate. And then you've got your nice dipping sauce. Pot stickers go great with any other Asian meal like chow mein, egg foo young. It's your choice. Usually these go pretty quick in my family, so there we go. You can finish cooking more pot stickers. You've got your dipping sauce, and all you do is drizzle a little bit or use your chopsticks to dip it in your sauce. And you've got perfect pot stickers. I hope you get to enjoy this recipe. I'll get back to you again for another fun recipe. Take care. Bye-bye.